Hello and welcome back to Tharik Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. And this should be the second episode of the week, so I managed to make it work. Whoop whoop! Last time we had a lot of dialogue again, we've picked up some quests along the way, and we're still getting acquainted with the town of Sysil and everything that's happening here. We've also increased our party size, so as we started with Tharik and Chiawell, we now have picked up Jahan and Medora. Medora is, of course, a retired source hunter, and Jahan is a demon hunter and a mage, apparently, something like that. And we are in the King's Crab Inn, where the murder happened. So now we can talk to everybody here and see what they have to say, and then we can continue with our investigation. So let's talk with the Duke of Ferrell first. We have heard from the mayor, Cecil, that he apparently was involved with Esmeralda. So let's talk to him about that, shall we?
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
So tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
Okay, what do you know about Jake's murder?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm.
Okay, I've heard quite the story involving you and Esmeralda.
Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other.
Oh.
He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder.
So just mentioning this to him made his attitude towards us minus 20.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you're meant to match one sword twice.
Yeah, Duke of Ferrell attitude is... It is minus 25 on the main characters. Well, minus 20. He has the talent here, stench. It's not quite a representative. I just kept it, but you know what I mean. Which is why that's minus 25, because the standard is like this. So let's see, nothing more there. Apparently, that didn't update anything for us. But it might still lead to something, so there is nobody here. Let's talk with Alistair, sure.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time.
I'm sorry, I'm actually not familiar with you.
What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty?
They do like their alliterations, don't they? It's the Fabulous Five, and now he's Alistair the Almighty.
Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly, 3 years running.
Seriously? Side Quest Monthly? So tell me more about the Fabulous Five. It's hard to keep a straight face while talking to them.
Your interest is piqued, I see. I'd suggest you have a chat with Mendius outside. He's in charge of recruitment and other such drudgery. A word of warning, though, we only accept the best and the brightest. By the looks of you, I'm not sure you'll make the cut.
Okay, so what do you know about the undead?
Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons.
And there we go. Okay, cool. Let's talk with the bartender. He was the first one to check in there, wasn't he? If I'm not wrong, I still haven't checked the crime scene, but I'm going to take a look there in a moment. I just want to talk to the people first. So, bartender. Let's talk to him. There we go.
See the king crab in, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while.
Tell me about yourself.
The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the king crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked.
That's a very noble vision indeed. Beer and naps for everyone. How's business around here?
Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know.
Tell me about the night of the murder.
That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that.
Do you suspect anyone?
Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell. A high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it.
Okay, so nothing we didn't really know yet. The counselor, though, I think we haven't talked to yet. Let's talk to some of the patrons here. Novak?
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me.
Don't be sarcastic
Please
now.
continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind.
So who are you?
How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar.
That's not
Let me
wrong.
answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business. And anyone with an ounce of tact would have known
I'm not known for my tact. So can you tell me about the Fabulous Five?
Can I tell you? I suppose I can. And I could. Why would I turn my attention away from this whiskey when Mendius right outside is simply panting with excitement about the whole affair?
I don't want to talk with Mendius again.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Who are you?
Oh, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen. Ah, what have we here? A source hunter,
Anna.
is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Sicil. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for.
If you say so. So you've been searching for someone?
That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore.
What the
Yes,
hell?
we must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch.
So she's a member of the Fabulous Five. Can you tell me a bit more about yourself?
I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the Fabulous Five. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Errata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and
Oh boy.
I am most certain that that companion is you.
About the Fabulous Five?
Already refused to join? But, darling, didn't you... how can we... refused? Oh, a plague on both our houses. For now we may never link our destinies. Away from me now, oh perfect specimen. Torment me no further. But if you happen to meet more able-bodied, agile-minded adventurers, don't hesitate to, send them my
Yeah,
way.
sure. Use your
A
sex
woman
appeal
can only mourn for so long.
get more gullible
I
people to
only
sign
want-
up. Do that. So the issue is, apparently I can't join this anymore, which probably would have led to a lot of stuff, which is now a bit of a bummer. But, oh well, those are the decisions you make, and I will not repeat and change that, so we'll live with it. Let's open this door and see who's in there. That's Francis.
Greetings, traveler, and may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you.
What the?
Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?
What revelation do you mean exactly? My thoughts, exactly.
You haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has, as yet, been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye.
Tell me about yourself.
What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring.
Tell me more about this conduit.
She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess.
What do you mean by the one way?
For this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend.
Yeah, sure, okay. So, that was Francis, who didn't even give us his name. Can we open this and go down there? That's what I want to know. Oh, okay, autosave successful.
Look out! I see a trap. Venom churns within me.
Wait. That wasn't how that was supposed to go. I need something to put over there. Nope. Could you just not walk into the poison again? Let me first aid myself. We should be able to put this onto the pressure plate. Click. Something clicked here. But we don't really... We still can't really go in there with that fire. Do I have... I do have normal fire skills, don't I? We did have an autosave, so I'm just gonna see if we can maybe get rid of the poison by fire. Which is indeed what we can do. And next, let's just take a look. So we're down here, and this would be stealing, so I might not want to do that. But I think just taking a look at that chest could be nice. Yeah.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Okay, so this actually stole one from Evad. Okay, so they're from Evad? Yeah, okay, I mean, he is the... To steal property while its owner isn't looking. So C is sneaking. But the owner also is upstairs. So we probably have to get rid of the fire, then we could go for this chest. But I'm gonna be... Oh, there is a... Simple Tavern Cellar chest key, which is probably... No, it's the simple chest? Or is it a simple chest key to that chest? No, there it is. Okay. I'm still not gonna steal stuff right now, at least not more than I did here. We'll survive without the necessity for stealing. That's not for now. Let's finally take a look at our crime scene. We're 4 episodes into this thing and we haven't still seen the scene of the crime, so we'll change that now.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
I've spoken to Aureus. Let me inside, please.
Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain.
No, he isn't.
Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Okay, let us go in here and take a look. Wait, what? What happened? Got experience, something happened, and now we are somewhere else.
Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That's stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Okay, this is cool and unexpected. I thought we were just looking, but now we're somewhere else. This is pretty awesome, though. I like it. I assume we need to set them up like this. So she's in 4th, which would put her all the way in the back. I think that's the right way to set this up, I hope. Let's just take a look here. Oh, the zigzags. Who are you? What the hell? What the hell? Where are we? What? No 4, please.
At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Wait, what? The end of space and time? Are you mad?
Perhaps my newfound comrade, but that is hardly our chiefest concern.
So very ominous of him.
On a tiny vestige of space and time, and the ground is fast shrinking beneath our feet. It's good you appeared, however you did it, precisely when and where you did, or you might have found yourself free floating in empty space. Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction.
Those
Zigzag
books.
the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer effectively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Out with it, Sir Imp. What exactly has happened here?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Might be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Yeah, let's do that. Cutscene, apparently. Okay, cool. Okay. What is that supposed to tell me? Log updated.
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
Eats! He's happy?
The portal has become active. Fantastic, astounding. Onward we should go.
Okay, wait, what the hell? I don't understand anything. Let's talk with him again.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be...
You!
Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking lens?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
I really don't know what to make of all of that so far. So let's just keep asking questions. You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one. Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon
Seriously.
as we do, we'll find out for certain.
Through the portal then. Looks like we have no choice.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Log updated. So, a mysterious murder. We visit the scene. The traces remain till a bloody spectacle that must have been taken place there. We can't make any definitive conclusions until we've inspected the councillor's corpse. Yeah, and then we get teleported. And then we have our journey according to... Okay, so this is day 2. We get teleported. So let's go to the Homestead Hall, I guess.
Yes, just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
Okay, where are we? I'm gonna go inactive portal. Oh, so this is to the Forbidden Zone? There's something all the way up here. So this is literally a hub world, apparently. So what I was expecting to find, but not quite in the literal sense. It looks like there's all these portals that we can travel from and to. We've got these ones on the sides here as well, who all apparently lead somewhere. We just have to activate the counterparts, I assume. So let's check out these vases real quick. Nothing. And then we'll following zigzags again. He's gonna explain further, I'm sure. Yeah, nothing here. What does all of this do? Oh, there is a person here. The Weaver of Time.
Milady, the Weaver of Time, Mother of History, author of all that has ever been.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
Okay, so if you truly are the Weaver of Time, I imagine you already know the answer to that.
If any other being in Rivellon asked me about the details of their comings and goings, I could describe them down to the minutest of details. But you are different. Of you, I see nothing. I know nothing. So please, do tell me, how did you arrive here?
It was a stone, a strange stone that zapped us from here where we stood in Rivellon to this plane among the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, If we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
We are Source Hunters of Rivellon. We have a mission that doesn't involve chasing down magical stones. Let's be very pragmatic about this.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon.
I was aware of that.
The tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger. For a reason I do not yet understand, you and you alone can unlock the powers within the Starstone. But we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
So was that what the necromancers were stealing, maybe, in the beginning?
Why, of course! That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time. That shall never be. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Log updated. And now we're supposed to talk with each other. Okay, cool. This is so much information, and this has taken a big turn. I mean, we were here to solve a murder, and now we're supposed to save the world from the void, or what? Is it? Oh God. Let's talk with Jewel.
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in
Yeah,
Rivellon,
there
and
is
now we're being told
my
that
exact
we're not
reaction
going to
exactly.
spend time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
So, say what Zigzags and the Weaver will. I need more evidence before I'll buy into this wild tale.
Spot on. Praise be that we, at least, are still capable of rational thinking. We seem to be the only ones in the insane asylum at the end of bloody time.
So we're pragmatic. Okay.
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, you know, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Okay, let's gather more information here. The Weaver of Time said our finding Starstone helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
I have some more questions for you.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot.
Okay, if I'm supposed to search for Starstone, it would be handy to know where to start looking.
Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide.
I thought he was
Such a booklet does not
observing the people that were collecting it, and now it understood that they were doing that.
Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent.
Okay, I still don't understand how Starstone and the Void Dragon are related.
Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural
Dragon.
enemies.
It's just an implication, though.
And more than implies that you are the Void's natural
Is that
enemy,
so?
For it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now, isn't that a lovely...
It's so lovely. Okay, let's change the subject. I don't wanna.
Before you go, so I hope he'll be able to help
Oops.
you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Okay, I found out once you return to Rivalon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. Okay, so there is somebody there. Zigzag told you the secret waypoint of travel. Use the Rift travel button to travel to any waypoint shrine you've discovered. Okay, so we've got our
These are good questions, Zigzags.
all of these.
Conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception.
Okay, so we had these already, and now we have the end of time available here as well.
Where you arrive at conclusions.
Let's talk with the Weaver of Time here.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Please tell me about yourself, madam.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
You know what I'm interested in? Does she have something to trade? Okay, she has only a needle, a thread, and pixie dust. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of funny. There are more questions I have for you.
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
So, who are you really?
I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb, to be. I am but what I am.
I'm not gonna
and
bother
that
with a to be or not to
is
be joke there.
It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell.
Why is Starstone so important, and why does it react to me and my colleagues alone? My colleague.
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet, a hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
Okay, let's change the subject and take my leave. I just wanna move and take a look at the scene of the crime now. We have our new overlying objective here, apparently. So the murder is just a smaller piece in the bigger puzzle of everything. So let's see about going here. So we want to go to the Sicil Harbor here. I think that's the one that's closest. Although the North Gate might be closer. Maybe no, but we're okay here.
Source hunters.
Wait, what?
I welcome you once again to
Oh,
the realm
Ahu.
of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon.
Oh, really?
That agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Actually, our business at hand is the murder of Counselor Jake.
So it is, and so it should continue to be. For I suspect his foul murder and the plight of dying time are somehow interconnected. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Counselor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did you find out Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
So, why is it so particularly nice for us to have found a shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
I wonder, do you put absolute credence into the words of Zigzag's time, void, the looming end?
Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
That's a good point. How did you become Zigzag's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Okay, we've got new stuff. You've just received a teleporter pyramid. These pyramids are linked to each other and always come in pairs. Open the inventory and use the pyramid to teleport to its pair. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to wait on that for a moment because I want to do that next time. We're going to talk with these two first here. Let's talk with Medora.
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
Okay, I don't know. So,
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
I don't know. Let's go with the one. It's more of a thorough answer. Right you are. Let that ruffle-necked dingbat solve his own mysteries. Some of us have matters of real import at hand.
I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Magical history imps can fly their floating islands into the end of time for all we care.
Okay, so he's out. Oh, so she's out. And then we're going to talk with Jahan, but I'm going to use Shewell for that.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life. And yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished.
Okay. I don't know. There is no such thing as too much knowledge. We are lucky to have found Zigzags.
You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage. Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
Will do, will do. Okay, so we are back in Sicil after this quick detour into the end of time. And this is unfortunately also where we're going to end the episode again, and we are going to continue next time. And then maybe we can finally make our way back to the King's Crab Inn and actually take a look at the murder scene, because we didn't still. But that's a story for next time, so for now, thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Divinity Original Sin, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.